Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Emotional Gravy Studios. Today, we are going to be continuing our playthrough of LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga, and we're going to be doing Revenge of the Sith, finishing off the prequel trilogy this time. So that's going to be a lot of fun. You ready for this?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Like this first level is like a really good one. I think most of the levels for this one are really freaking good.
Yeah, I really enjoy these. Okay, here's a quick question. Like, do you prefer the levels in the prequel trilogy over the original trilogy?
Oh
levels?
yeah. I think the level design for the prequels is like a lot smoother.
Yeah.
And I think also another thing too is like for each level there's always like a Jedi. And for the original trilogy, it's just old Ben Kenobi and then sometimes Luke.
Yeah.
And for me, it always felt like it took longer to play through the original trilogy.
Yeah, I think the levels are a lot longer in that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot about this.
This one we start over.
If one of us dies.
Yeah.
Which one am I? I'm Obi-Wan.
Yeah, okay. Oh, and the controls are inverted too, which makes it a little confusing.
Whoa. I love this like level though. Like it just like takes you through.
This is the best opening of any Star Wars movie. Like honestly, I think
the best openings in film in general.
Yeah.
This is how you start. I think this is how you should start a Star Wars movie.
Absolutely.
Oh
no.
Okay. All right.
I love that they use the Willem scream.
Yeah. Also, these are my favorite ships in Star Wars, I think.
I'm pretty sure that what happened was Spielberg.
He wanted Spielberg to make Phantom Menace and stuff.
Yeah, but Spielberg, he rewrote the first like 20 minutes of Revenge of the Sith and like tightened it up. Yeah. And so you see a lot of like Spielberg tropes in the opening to Revenge of the Sith. And then once, I think it's once they get back to Coruscant is when George Lucas kind of like takes over. But like George went to Steven Spielberg and was like, hey, could you help like fix this up a little bit? Yeah. And so Spielberg was like, yeah, here's what you need to do. Add this in here and all of that. So
yeah. I will say I rewatched the Indiana Jones movies over Christmas break and throughout the entire thing. I was like, man, if only Steven Spielberg would have written like and directed the prequels, I was like, those would have been better than the originals.
Yeah.
Because George Lucas came up with the story for Indiana Jones.
Uh-huh.
I love this Anakin minifigure.
Yeah.
With the hairpiece.
Anakin's animations in this are really cool too. Like, look at that. It looks so Anakin. I would say that's better than the Skywalker Saga animations for Anakin, honestly. I really enjoy those animations. And like when he does the jump and the slam like that. Oh, yeah, that looks so cool.
Yeah.
Or you have where you get the little flurries.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. If you were given the opportunity to make a Star Wars movie, but like you would have had to deal with studio stuff, would you still want to do it?
Would I still want to make a Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
That's a good question. So I'm one of those people, like I don't like being told what to do. Yeah. So if I have a vision, then it's like, and somebody tries and messes with that vision, I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because like that's the thing. Like I've had arguments with teachers and stuff like that before.
Yeah, you're not afraid to argue with teachers and
and higher authorities. Like I don't have a problem challenging when I think that somebody might be doing something or overcomplicating something when something can be done in a lot simpler of a way. So I feel like if I was to make a Star Wars movie and there was to be studio interference, I would either be like, hell no, get out of my office or whatever, or I'd be like, you know what, if you guys like I just quit. Like I can't do this. If you guys aren't gonna let me do what I think is best, then I'm wasting my time here. And you can have fun making a crappy movie. I'm not gonna be a part of it. I'm not gonna let that taint my name.
Yeah.
So I honestly, I think that's the way it would turn out. If there's a lot of studio interference, then I'm gonna be like, I'm out. But if it's like a minimal amount and I can still get the majority of my vision out, I can compromise. Like I don't have problems compromising.
They're like, hey, we need to have this like weird furry alien in here for the kids, for toys. And it's like, okay, like that's not that big a deal.
That's okay. But if it's like, I don't know,
completely overhauling a character, or making the character say something that's very out of character. See, like also sometimes I've thought about this. Like we've been doing all the fan casting and stuff. I was talking with Gavin a couple of days ago. We were talking about like fan casting and stuff, and I feel like there's some characters that I'm too close to that I wouldn't be able to fan cast, like Nightwing. Like I'm too close. Like I would do something like with the Nightwing movie if they were like, hey, make a Nightwing movie.
Yeah.
I would just make it so fan fiction-y, like it would not be a good time. But like with Star Wars, sometimes like we've written like Star Wars scripts, like basically fan fiction of Star Wars, and
because we have that whole cartoon that we did in like when was that?
School.
Junior year or something like that.
Sophomore, junior year. Which, by the way, if you would like us to do like a table read or just talk about like what happens, I'd be down for that. Like we had like a whole outline, which I would have to go find that notebook. Of like what would have happened and everything. But if that's something people are interested, I'd be down to talk about it.
There's a lot of legend stuff that we were gonna implement into.
So much stuff. I think we're gonna have Thrawn in there. We're gonna have the twins. I don't know. We had a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We just go down here.
Because it's the elevator.
Yeah.
Shop. Oh, hey.
Oh. Also, like the final fight.
Oh my gosh.
The final fight in this video game, like where you fight each other, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Like that's such a cool concept where like you and somebody else play through this movie and then end up fighting each other at the end. And so like
okay, thank goodness we made it.
It takes you through like the relationship kind of that Anakin and Obi-Wan do, where they're like, you're playing together for so long, and then at the end you're enemies, and it's like, that's cool. That's really cool. They don't do that in Skywalker Saga. Instead, like one of you plays as Obi-Wan and is fighting Anakin, and then the other one plays as like C-3PO or R2-D2 the entire time.
That's lame.
Yeah.
Oh, not these dudes. I remember these dudes freaked me out when I was little.
Yeah. I thought they were really cool. That Cody minifigure looks so cool.
Yeah.
So does that Grievous one.
You know, I think sometimes we overcomplicate the Lego minifigures, but then other times we're like, man, that looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe we're just uncoordinated.
I think so. We just don't have very good motor functions, I guess. Crap.
Of course, every episode there's got to be something where like we just fall and fall and fall.
Every level.
One of the cool things that I think the Clone Wars does is it makes sure like that Anakin never comes into contact with General Grievous throughout the entire thing. That's really cool.
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. We're getting more powerful.
Our powers have doubled since last we met.
Dang, dude.
2 times 0 is still 0. Oh, this is the Kashyyyk level.
Oh.
Yeah. Honestly, I think this might be one of my least favorite levels in the game.
Yeah, I think this one kind of veers on the side of being a little too long.
Yeah.
This is a smacking sound. Oh my gosh. If we ever get to make Catman 3, I think we need to steal the punching sound effect from this game.
Yeah.
Oh, they haven't betrayed us yet.
Oh, yeah. They're still our friends.
I love the clones. They're my friends.
Oh.
Oh, hey, it's
Yeah,
Commander
it's
Cody.
It's Cody. Never mind.
Shouldn't it be Commander Greer? Come on.
It should.
Come on, Lego. Also, I think one of the coolest clone looks is Commander Greer from Revenge of the Sith. The camo clone trooper, that looks so sick to me.
Can we,
I think
like, do
that's
anything?
the clone. I think that's the clone skin that I use on Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Was the camo one?
Yeah, I think what I really wanted to do was because I think we've talked about this before. Like during COVID, we would all get on and play, like all the boys.
Yeah.
I really wanted us all to get like coordinating, like matching armor and stuff, so then we'd be like the 501st or the wasn't it Obi-Wan's is 212th or something.
Yeah. Usually I'd play as like the 501st because that's what the skin was in the original Battlefront 2.
I'll do that because I'm like, you gotta be respectful to the original.
Yeah.
Hey y'all. Oh man. Oh, I forgot that he rips people's arms
Yeah.
off. Dude. Have you watched Austin McConnell's videos?
I don't think so.
He's a YouTuber. He's actually from Springfield.
Oh, okay.
But he's like actually like a big time YouTuber. And so what he did, he was like, he's gonna make his like bargain bin superhero universe where he takes like superheroes from public domain that like, because back in like the 30s, 40s, 50s when comic books were like the biggest rage, like everyone was trying to do their own spin on a comic book.
Right.
And so there's all of these like weird off the wall comic book characters that are just in public domain. And so he's taking a bunch of them and making like a weird like universe with them. It's more supposed to be like comedy, not taken seriously type thing. But it's still a cool idea because there's so much stuff in public domain, like Sherlock, Robin Hood, Zorro, vampire, like Dracula, and King Arthur, stuff like that. I think at some point it'd be cool to make like a space opera, like our own not Star Wars, but like our own
like
space,
a space opera
type thing. But that's the thing, no matter what you make, it's gonna get compared to Star Wars, and so that's like kind of disheartening. Like with, Zack Snyder is coming out with his Rebel Moon movie, right?
I think
you need to go with it. Well, wait a minute. This droid is like he's making his Rebel Moon, and it's already been labeled as like his Star Wars, you know. And like Firefly is like Joss Whedon's Star Wars or whatever, no matter what, it's going to get compared to Star Wars. I think that's very disheartening.
I love this little Easter egg with the
X-Wing.
Yeah.
I like I was saying earlier in the other portion of the video, I think the spaceships and stuff in the prequels look cooler. I prefer that version of the X-Wing. Oh, wow.
That was not very cash money of him to be driving something so powerful.
It's mine now, boy. You have a license for that thing.
What if they did like a Fast and Furious, but in Star Wars?
But do pod racing? That could work.
Dude.
Actually, a couple of years ago, I came up with a pitch of like a Star Wars pod racer type thing.
Yeah.
And if we're ever gonna do like pitching like Star Wars movies, I'll bring it up. But I was pretty proud of it. I was like, man, this guy actually pretty good.
See, that's another kind of like Star Wars movie that I would love to watch. Is like, just like out there stuff, like pod racing. Oh my gosh.
Just stuff that builds the world,
Yeah. Hear me out. Gladiator, but with Star Wars.
What would you do with that?
It's just Gladiator, but in Star Wars.
Like, would you do like Old Republic.
Yeah, I mean, you could do anything really. Yeah, Old Republic would work really well.
Like,
or maybe it's like on Mandalore.
yeah,
Like you have the
that would work.
Mandalorians doing stuff. That would be really cool.
I love Gladiator. I think that might be my favorite Ridley Scott movie.
It's so good.
I think Ridley Scott is one of my favorite directors. I always kind of forget that he makes amazing stuff. But then I'm like, oh, hey, Ridley Scott, I'm definitely going to watch that movie. And then it's always really good. His movies are usually like really slow burns too, which I can appreciate.
Yeah.
It's like, honestly, there's such like an art to doing the slow burn. You know,
Definitely.
not everyone can do it, and Ridley Scott is really good at it.
Because like Gladiator's like almost 3 hours long.
Yeah, and I will say that movie does feel slow, but it's not like a bad kind of slow.
Yeah.
It feels like you're accomplishing something throughout the movie. That's what I'll say about that. Like, the worst is whenever it's slow and it feels like nothing is happening. That's how Avatar Way of Water felt to me. And like nothing is happening right now, and it's just slow for the sake of being slow. But I don't like James Cameron movies to begin with. So.
Yeah. I think Aliens is a really good James Cameron.
I thought that was Ridley Scott.
Oh.
I think Ridley Scott did Alien. I don't know about the rest of them.
I think Aliens, the sequel, is Cameron.
Yeah. Which I've never seen those movies before.
I like them a lot. They did, I think Ridley Scott made like prequels to the Aliens as well. The Aliens movies. And that's like Prometheus, and I can't remember what the other one's called, but it's focusing around like the AI, because they have artificial intelligence like robots and stuff that help them, that watch over them while they're in cryo sleep and stuff, traveling through space, just piloting and making sure everything's okay. And so one of them, in the plot for Prometheus, one of them is like obsessed with like Lawrence of Arabia. And so he like quotes it all the time. He makes himself look like Lawrence. It's Michael Fassbender. He plays the part.
Interesting.
But so like the whole thing is like what happens if an AI goes rogue. And so Michael Fassbender's AI goes rogue, and that's what the prequels are all about.
Okay.
But they weren't recepted very well.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, your eyes are like...
Oh,
That's
hey.
super cool.
You got too much of these Zaza.
I'm sorry.
You're when I was little, like I think I was playing this with my cousin, and I had to sign off because like I just kept falling in the freaking lava.
Yeah. Oh my.
The beta Obi-Wan versus the Chad Anakin. Oh my gosh.
We both didn't make it.
And
The camera's not moving fast enough. Like you don't get to see what's ahead of you.
Either you have it or you don't. Oh my gosh.
We got the mini kit.
That's what matters.
It's time to focus. Lock in.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh,
hey, there we go.
Oh, good. You made it.
You're welcome. Like I said, the Chad Anakin versus the beta Obi-Wan.
Sigma Anakin.
Do you remember, I don't know, I think it was in middle school. We were talking to Armstrong, and he was like, one of you is Anakin, and one of you is Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I'll let you decide who you are. I have no clue what the hell he meant by that. I still think about it at least once a week to this day. I'm like, dude, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Like, I still don't know.
Man. So it's like he's figured out which one of us is Anakin and which one's Obi-Wan.
Maybe the whole journey is us figuring out, which one. Because like at the time, I'm like, obviously I'm Obi-Wan. That's like in middle school, me was like, obviously. But like, man, what if he means like on a really deep, like personal level?
Yeah.
Because like, I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, oh, like what does that mean? Yeah, I still haven't figured it out.
That's so good. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't remember him like saying that.
Really?
Yeah.
It haunts me to this day. What?
How did that kill me? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, I'm playing as Anakin. Oop.
Well, I guess you're Anakin then.
I guess so. Oh, those anger issues and mommy issues, you know what I'm saying? What is happening?
Okay, so it exploded. That's the thing. We were too slow.
What the hell? What?
Okay.
Bro. Who the fuck is this guy? I don't know. It's getting a little redonkulous, if you ask me. What are we doing wrong? Are we just dumb?
I think we're just dumb.
We are not smarter than a fifth grader.
I know, like, before I've said, like, oh yeah, we know this level, like, the back of our hand, but it's becoming more and more apparent that that is not the case.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Don't
we
run
get
into
over
the
here.
fire.
Yeah, there's the fire. I think we turn this knob.
I think we're good. Shit. Oh, no, one of us
What?
has... No, you hold down the thing. I have to go through, because that...
Oh.
Yeah, and then I have to use the force on another switch to make it...
Gotcha. Man, these Lego games, they don't hold your hand.
There we go.
Okay.
We're so smart. Too bad it took like 5 minutes to figure that out.
We are the big brain.
What's cinema? This is peak fiction.
I so much prefer this to Skywalker Saga, honestly.
I feel like Armstrong's gonna watch that movie, watch this, and be like, "Well, it's so obvious." And I'm like, "It's literally not.
Yeah.
It's literally so confused." Oh my goodness.
Because I don't think you can just like narrow it down. Because like I think everybody has their moments. Like you have your moments when you're like Anakin. I have my moments when I'm like Anakin. You have your moments when you're like Obi-Wan. I have my moments where I'm like Obi-Wan. So it's
You also have long hair,
yeah,
so obviously you're Anakin.
that works too. We can go that way.
I'm joking. Now, I do want an Obi-Wan beard. I think that will cement
Dude.
me as
Shoot.
the Chad Obi-Wan. Chad Ben Kenobi.
I'm really dropping the ball here. We're getting close to the final fight though.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to turn on each other and not
We're
work
gonna
as a team.
be mean. We're gonna say mean things. Like, you are something.
I think you're a poopy head.
Okay, alright, let's
Ugh.
not make this personal. Okay. You know, for that, I'm gonna hit you with
Ooh,
the
gotcha.
Hit you with the Jedi. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Oh, crap.
Gosh.
Dude, let me Jedi slam you.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Into the. Oh my gosh.
That's it? Oh, okay.
I was like, that's. I guess it really did play out just like the movie. I would love, you know, we got the Marvel What If series. I would love a Star Wars version, whereas what if Anakin beat Obi-Wan in this battle?
Yeah.
That'd be a good one. That's pretty much what Star Wars theory used to be.
Yeah.
Was Star Wars What If. Now he just complains about everything.
This game's so broken. All you do is Jedi Slam. Bam.
This is better than Super Smash Bros. You know, if we ever do a movie fight for video games, I have one that's like what video game character needs to be put in Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
It's obviously got to be like Lego Darth Vader or something. Lego Luke.
Yeah.
No. Ugh. No wonder Obi-Wan freaking won, dude. Yeah!
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Suck it.
Oh.
Shit, never mind.
You spoke too soon.
I was like, dude, I've never seen this animation before. Oh, crap. Well,
I guess we figured out who's the best of us.
ugh.
And it's clearly...
This friendship is over. Sorry, we're closing this channel.
That's the end of Emotional Gravy.
No more
That's what we know.
podcast. No more commentaries. No more. Yeah, no more.
No more.
Throw my controller at the TV.
They're there.
Everyone's like, yeah, I just killed your husband. I love the X's
Yeah.
for the eyes. Anakin, are you alright? We're going to Arby's.
So, in this scene, like, Palpatine says, like, in your anger, you killed her.
Yeah.
Do you think Palpatine was actually draining the life force from Padme? Or do you think it was, like,
She was actually sad
like,
and-
sad and died?
I like to think that like he was draining the force from her to heal him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I think.
I like the whole idea of like, you know, I like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. The whole thing for that is like equivalent exchange. To say like sometimes to create a life you have to take a life. Like that whole balance and like that fits in with balance of the force.
Yeah.
And so then like I like to think that Emperor Palpatine like took the life force from Padme to save Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
That I think that was his original plan all along.
Yeah.
And then you get like his like self-hatred because he thinks he killed, and that would just make him more powerful.
Fuels
with
him, yeah.
the dark side of the force.
Yep. All right. Well, that was Lego Revenge of the Sith. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And next time we'll come back and start with the original trilogy, which that'll be fun. Be a little bit longer levels, but I still think we'll have a blast doing that. So go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, on YouTube at Emotional Gravy Studios. And then you can listen to our podcast on Spotify, Pass the Gravy Podcast. We got a lot of stuff coming your guys' way, so we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.